and welcome back to Open School of Business. Please review, rate, and subscribe on our YouTube channel and also on all our podcasting platforms. Google, Spotify, Apple, or anywhere you get your podcast. Today, I'm very happy to introduce you to Shiv, expert and a business owner around SEO optimization. And what is most important, his niche market is small business owners like yourselves, or people who are looking to start a small business and grow it and be a startup owner, but need help with marketing, especially in this day and age. It's all digital, and Shiv today is going to explain a lot of these techniques and tactics he uses in his company, and more importantly, share his journey as a business owner of a digital marketing agency. Welcome, Shiv. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Nath. Thanks for having me here. I'm pretty excited.
Thank you. Would you like to start off with introducing yourself? Where are you based? What is your company like today?
Yeah, sure. So I am from India, and we help small and medium-sized businesses to get more traffic, leads, and sales online. So we basically help them in generating more visibility out there through marketing tactics like search engine optimization, pay-per-click, email automation, video marketing. And most of our, like 90% of our clients are from United States and Canada. So we majorly serve the American and Canadian market, and other than that, we have some clients from United Kingdom, European region, and Australia as well. So yeah, that's pretty much about us.
And it's not surprising because I think, everyone knows this year we had millions and millions of people quitting their jobs. And a lot of these people are opening businesses. So America and Canada right now, they're just, Northern America, USA, we're all in such boom of new business owners. And some of them succeed and they go and they stay strong for many years, but for some of them is a big struggle in the beginning. So when you help your clients, especially if they're a completely new company, how do you differentiate your work with them as opposed to a bigger company, let's say medium-sized? Because when you're small, SEO is very hard to implement. There are not much backlinks, there are not many reviews. So when you're small, it's very easy to get lost in the Google search. So what is the main recipe or a thing that you do and recommend to make sure that it actually works for small businesses?
Yeah, so there is a huge difference in small companies and big companies, right? Big companies have proper marketers, proper copywriting guys, right? Who send the message out there very easily.
And but the big budgets too, like
that's right.
Yeah, you have to cover coverage.
Yeah, that's right. But with small businesses, it's very difficult to understand in which direction they want to go, right? They have a financial struggle, right? Or even if they are financially stable, they still need to understand a lot of things, and they have to take care of everything. They have to take care of operations, they have to take care of marketing, sales, right? So this is where we come in. We help them in improving their marketing and help them in a couple of areas of their sales as well. So if you are a small business owner, the first thing which you should do is hire a copywriter. Understand your ideal client, because in a lot of times what I see is people are writing the message for the wrong targeted audience, which makes it difficult for the message to go out, or which makes it difficult to target the correct audience. So the first thing whenever we get any small or medium-sized client is, we sit there with them, understand their ideal client. So when I say ideal client, we literally create their buyer persona. We understand the age, the demographics, their interests, their pain areas, where they spend their time, when they are free, which social websites do they visit, right? Based upon that, and what is the exact pain which they are solving, what is the exact thing which they are providing to their customers. So based upon that, we work on writing the content of the home page, and we work around all our blog topics based upon that. And once that is done, then we start the targeting. Then we do the keyword research based on the persona which they set. Because see, if you are targeting a marketing manager and you are talking about the problems of business, right? Which message targets business owners, right? So there is a mismatch. Marketer will never come to your website, or if they come, they won't be able to make the purchase. So if your targeted audience is business owners, your message should portray that, and based on that, you should have keyword research and all your marketing around that particular thing. That's how it overall plays out.
Yeah, and I think it's a great tip that you actually share, that first of all, you have to know your ideal client, and then you have to spend a sufficient amount of time creating content, because you don't want to have one or two blog articles and then start your SEO optimization, throwing pretty much money in the wind, trying to, promote something that's not going to hook people and let them come back to revise all of the materials that you're sharing. So that's really cool. And there are so many different ways to but really creating your niche and knowing exactly who you're serving. So it's a very long journey to really identify. But what is worth it is that once you've done the work, is the 80% of what you need to do. And that means then you can relax and just try to promote one message consistently to the same target customer, and then serve them well. And after that, the word of mouth will also kick in, and they start referring your clients, and they start reviewing your services and products on different platforms. So my next question is about that. Like, how can you also help business owners retain their clients and improve their ratings on some of these platforms like Google? And there is another, the second part of the question, I guess, is some of the platforms, they are paid now, like Yelp. And if you don't have that premium subscription, they might even limit the number of reviews you can have. So are there any hacks that you would recommend to work around these things?
Yeah, definitely. Reviews play a very vital role when it comes to your online marketing, because based upon studies, right, more than 90% of the people make their buying decision after reading testimonials and reviews. So yes, we highly focus on the reviews of our clients. We encourage them to get more reviews on Google. We encourage them to get more reviews on Yelp. Now, doing this is tricky because they have very less time to ask for reviews, right? And in most of the cases, they don't even want to do so. So there are very easy third-party apps, right, where you just configure all your URLs and the database of all your clients, right? Their message, their email IDs, and their phone numbers. And what happens is these apps send messages to them, or you can send them yourself. You can manually initiate the message. It sends a message to them asking their overall experience. So now, if the client gives less than 4 rating, as soon as they give 3 or 4 star rating, then it takes them to the feedback form of the website, where they could fill that what was the exact issue so that they could improve. And if it gives 5 or 4 rating or 4.5 rating, then it takes them to the platform where they want to get maximum reviews. Right? It can be Yelp, it can be Google. So it takes them to the Google or Facebook and they just write the review there. So it's very easy and it makes it very easy for them to get reviews. Now, as far as getting your coming to your next question, where you said that number of reviews are limited in websites like Yelp. For that, majorly, you can just slowly drip your reviews and you can focus on other channels as well, like as I said, Google My Business, Facebook. So you can literally post unlimited reviews on these websites. So just keep your focus there and some of the reviews on websites like Yelp, and it would be more than enough. Plus, there are websites like Clutch or G2. These are very good websites, right? These are very legit websites, and it is not easy to fake review there. So we highly encourage our clients to get reviews there as well. And I feel that Clutch is even better than Yelp because it takes a lot of, like, they literally, people need to give 10-minute or 15-minute interviews to get reviews on websites like Clutch. So whenever we provide any services, we have a conversation with a client, right? We encourage them whenever they get a chance or whenever they have done something good to ask reviews from their customers. So once the cycle and the process starts, it becomes very easy, and they are able to take reviews on regular basis and ongoing basis. So you just need to start that thing. You just need to push the client to get a couple of reviews. And once that starts, it encourages them because they start seeing results themselves. Right? If you're getting reviews on Google, then we send them Google report that, see, this is the movement in the number of clicks and calls from Google My Business, right? It's all because of you, right? We don't even take any credit at all. We just tell them that it's all because of you. Thanks a lot for taking reviews. Or they start getting leads from websites like Clutch or maybe from Yelp. Then they themselves see the benefit, and since they are interested in growing their business, they start getting more and more reviews.
So when you started your business, I'm sure you were also young and very up to date with the tech. But how was that journey for you? Like, I think what resonated to me was when you were talking about the reviews as a business. As a professional working corporate career, I remember that I always knew that it's good to ask for a LinkedIn recommendations from your colleagues and endorsements, which is great because that was your personal brand. And similarly, now you're working on your brand strategy for your company, and you have to do the same on Google, Yelp, and other platforms. But when you transition from being a corporate or a freelancer who works mostly as a personal brand and people know you for what you can do, and then you transition from that being known as an expert in your field to being able to open a business where you hire other people and they also work in the same industry as you are. So I wonder how that journey was for you when you decided to take a leap and open an agency. I'm sure you already had a lot of good reviews from your colleagues about your SEO work. Just share how you actually started from complete zero to having an international clients, over how many years you've been in this.
Yeah, like I'm in this from the past 12 to 13 years. So initially when I started, I was more into the coding part. I used to enjoy the coding, and gradually when I learned more things and I started reading about marketing, then it encouraged me to dig deep into the marketing world, right? So there, while working on coding and developing websites, I always knew how to develop them from my schooling days itself. I started doing some research-based projects, right? How things work, how marketing works, how Facebook works. Okay. So people started giving me the projects and they enjoyed working with me. And then I thought about trying the waters of international market. There I got few projects from United States and Canadian people. So one of my first clients was Rob Nugaria. I worked with him for a couple of years and he encouraged me to open up my own agency. So initially, he used to outsource me some of the work, and I used to help him with all the technical things related to marketing. And in SEO, the best part with me was I knew the coding part as well. So I never needed someone else to help me with those areas. So I used to be very quick, and he was very happy. So we like in like together we made a very good team and we delivered a lot of great results, right? We brought in a lot of happy clients. So that's when it all began. And when I started my agency, I started getting projects from other areas as well. That's when I incorporated this organization and incrementors.com started. And then gradually I started getting leads from my website as well because I was sending the word out for it as well. I was doing the SEO of my own website, so that helped me a lot. And then there are good platforms as well, like Upwork, right? It used to called Odesk that time. Then there was Elance during those days. So I took some project from those websites as well, and overall it all started taking shape. Initially, you would say my focus was never towards a sale. I used to think, and even I think this the same thing right now, that sales is all about a good conversation. If you just go on a good conversation, and at the end it's just a yes or no, but you should have a good time when you are having a conversation, and it's all about providing value, adding value to the person's life, right? Whatever they are looking for or wherever they need your help, just keep on providing value and things will take shape. So that's when it all began, and now we are a team of 115 people. So yeah, that's about me and our organization. So it has been it has been an amazing journey so far.
Yeah. And I think you were telling me that it's great that you've been encouraged by someone that you worked for and they saw that potential in you, and they recommended that you have to do this more often and actually have a form and framework. And it's great to have mentors in your life like that. That's awesome. And if you've been working in marketing for a long time, what are your favorite books in marketing, or any concept that you learned that have made a major impact on the way you work and on the way you advise your clients to work?
So some of my favorite books in the marketing niche are .com secrets that very well tells you about the funnels and everything, how it should be set. And another book which I like is Sell Like Crazy. It's by Sabri Sudi. So that is again a very good book which tells user how to set their funnels, how to create offers, right, on your offers page, how to upsell them. So it's a very good book. Plus, there are a couple of coaches and couple of people which I follow. So that's overall things which I follow, and based upon that, we set all our clients and do our magic.
Awesome. I love the brand strategies. And when you said magic, it just popped into my head that there's 12 archetypes, the personal branding and the brand strategy for a company, and a company could be a magician. So from the way you're talking about it, I think your brand personality is a magician's, because incrementers, magicians, in a way that you turn a small business into medium, and hopefully the medium business into even bigger businesses. So
yeah, we have a lot of case studies where we turn small businesses into medium and medium to large, and it has been an amazing journey with all those clients.
yeah. And it's great to share those stories. That's why I'm very happy that you had time today to come on show and share your story and tell us how to set up SEOs and marketing, digital marketing targeting. So if there's anything else you would like to add, please welcome. Otherwise, we wish you a very productive week ahead of you, and thank you for coming to the show.
Thanks a lot, Mari. It was an amazing experience to be here. And overall, there are few things which I would like to tell your audience.
Sure.
Whenever you want to do any type of marketing, or whenever you go on any discussion with your team, or even if you go on your sales call, you need to make sure that you explicitly talk about your USP with your clients, on your website, with your team, right? What makes you different? If you wouldn't have a USP, then you wouldn't even be into the market.
Yeah, let me clarify the USP for the folks. Unique selling proposition.
Yeah, that's right. It's unique selling proposition. And for this, there is another very good book, which is Good to Great. So it's one of my favorite books, right? Yeah, and another one is Built to Last. So these two are very good books. Anyone out there hearing to this podcast should definitely go ahead, buy this book right now, so that you could read it later on. Like Good to Great is very good, and you need to make sure that you have a proper unique selling proposition, and you are talking about that with your team, with your clients, on your websites, everything and everywhere. So this is something which sets you apart, and all the businesses have a USP. You just need to find which one is yours. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be into the market, right? People hire you. There is definitely something which they see before hiring you. So you just need to figure that out.
Right. Spot on. Thank you so much for that. I love that. I think, everyone has something unique to offer. And if only they figure it out, it will blossom, and you will find your place on earth, and your money will come to you. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day. Have a productive week ahead.